Good morning. Tonight is a quasi-festival. It's a special day in the Jewish calendar, Lag BaOmer. Lag BaOmer marks the end of certain restrictions. Tonight I can shave, I can listen to music. Lots of Jews typically will get married on Lag BaOmer. It's the end of a somber period of reflection. And for many Jews, more than any other time in the Jewish calendar, it's a time of pilgrimage, of a holy visit. So many Jews go every single year to a mountain in the north of Israel called Meron, where they pay their respects to a special individual, Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon, the son of Yochai. Pre-COVID, they would get like 250,000 Jewish people, like 250,000 people, going to Meron on Lag BaOmer. Last year, the government just gave permission for 150 people to go. This year, they've lifted a lot of restrictions in Israel, but it's still not easy to get there, especially from abroad. But they're expecting thousands of people to go to Meron tonight. Who was this Rabbi Shimon? He was a great sage who lived a couple of thousand years ago during the Roman conquest of Jerusalem. And he was one of the 5 students of Rabbi Akiva, who, despite the terrible persecutions, ensured that the Torah would not be forgotten. So according to the Talmud, when the Romans when they outlawed the study of Torah, Rabbi Shimon spoke out publicly against the Romans. Well, the Romans heard about this, and they pronounced a death sentence against Rabbi Shimon. So he's forced to go into hiding. So he runs away, he runs to the hills together with his son Elazar, and they hide out in a cave in the northern region of Israel for 12 years until the Caesar died. So for 12 years they're living in this cave, living primarily on carobs and water. And when it was safe to come out, they came out. When they came out, at the beginning, they were really critical of people. People weren't living up to their really high religious standards. They'd forgotten about how to deal with people. And they were really intolerant. And the Talmud tells us that both Rabbi Shimon and his son Elazar needed to adjust and to become more tolerant of other people. So what do people do when they get to Meron? Most people aren't going to be able to pay their respects at his grave. Do you know what they do? They light bonfires and they sing and they dance. Now, pre-COVID, all the families in our shul would get together every year on Lag BaOmer or thereabouts, and we'd have a great big bonfire. Well, not actually a bonfire, it was just more of a barbecue. And this year, I'm just planning a little barbecue in my backyard on Sunday, just for my family. But what's it about? Why fire? What a way to celebrate. The answer is that Rabbi Shimon emphasized the value of every individual. And that's represented by the fire that burns within everyone. So Rabbi Shimon wrote that the Sefer Torah is made up of hundreds of thousands of letters, over 300,000 letters. But the halacha, the Jewish law, is if even one of those letters is missing, or one letter is broken, the entire Sefer Torah is no good, and it needs to be fixed. Every single letter in the Sefer Torah is equal, and every single letter makes a world of difference. And it's the same with us. Every single one of us is unique. Every single person counts. Every single person has unbelievable potential if we just give each other, and more importantly, if we just give ourselves a chance. So on Lag BaOmer, we remind ourselves, we elaborate on Rabbi Shimon's teachings. And people light a fire that represents the fire within us. Fire is something that warms us and brightens other people's lives. Yes, we have to be careful to use it right, but channeled in the right direction, fire is the greatest force. So this Lag BaOmer, as Jews around the world barbecue or light a fire, let's remind ourselves to be more tolerant of other people and recognise that everyone is unique. Have a wonderful day.